Gotta hand it to me. Pretty amazing structure, wasn't it? I think that one log that we thought went all the way through the house and hit the floor yesterday, it did not even get the floor dusted. It stopped on the roof because that's a hell of a roof. It was meant to be permanently, like forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all won't just do what, you know what? They're spending my money and you are making my money doing it, and it's my house. It's my heritage. I've been here since I was born. I was named after the man that built it. His great 9 great-grandfathers ago owned the entire area, kept this. Sold it for $17 and 4 horses. This is my heritage. It is absolutely a part of me. I'm a part of it. Y'all have absolutely no business here. I don't care who is in charge of my money. I made a mistake years ago. My grandmother died and I was in jail. Something I will never in a million years get over, because I have not yet been treated any differently than someone with absolute disregard for anything, disrespect for my family. I can't be credited with a statement. If I make a statement, whether it's right or wrong, if it's got anything to do with Bonnie, she's going to discredit me. And she wouldn't have her job if I did have any credit. If I had any success in my future, she wouldn't be needed. You feel me? It's not in my future to have success and her be happy about it. So, yeah, I have done some really amazing things. I've given public speeches and to every single member of the Georgia School Board, every principal, every first and second grade teacher. I have given a speech to every high school. A public speech. I gave the valedictorian speech at my graduation. My mom died in my arms in that room right up there 21 years ago to the day that it flooded. And I managed to graduate from high school when I was 16 years old when that happened. I am pretty much accomplished in all kinds of areas of my life. And I really hate that because my grandmother left everything to her accountant because I was not there. And she did mean for it to be taking care of me and my daughter, not to be, you know, just held over my head for the rest of my life. I have been homeless for a year. I have been living in my driveway. I've gotten no assistance. I have gotten not one extra dime that I didn't get ridiculed about being irresponsible with my money. This flood has been the most expensive thing I have ever done in my life. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I haven't even got half of the money it takes to care for her. And Bonnie accuses me of squandering my money, and I could really care less what she says. She doesn't know anything about this place. I pity the day that she doesn't have someone to be better than, because the day will come and she won't be better than any one of us. And the day will come also that we will wish that house was still standing, because there's not a whole lot of structures that strong. We'll probably be looking for cover soon. I hope that y'all are running with me. I'll be like, I told y'all shouldn't have knocked my damn house down.
Well, we're just doing what the court said we had to do.
Well, no, we're just doing what I'm paying you to do, because the courts didn't tell anybody to do this. The courts didn't say anything. No one came and looked at that house one time and said nobody. You didn't even know what it was built out of until probably just now. And when you figure out what it was constructed of and it's on the ground, you're gonna be like, man, that thing wasn't flood damage. I'm not arguing with you about it either. I'm just saying, I know more about this house than any man up there. I am not a man and I'm not a contractor. I'm a woman. I am.
The county came out and they deemed it not livable.
Not livable, no. But they didn't see any bit of what it was. I was here when they were here.
And that's when I came out and saw you.
They don't have a clue what that house is built out of, and no one went to the trouble to tell them. All I asked was that someone come out and look at what it's actually constructed of. They think that's sheetrock and wood. This is not sheetrock and wood you're tearing up there. This is master stonemason. This is like genius stonemasonry. And if you disagree with me there, please someone agree with me. The house was solid.
Oh, no, there's no
It
question
is
about that.
solid today. The flood didn't weaken that stonework. The roof is a foot of block and concrete with tar and pea gravel on it. A torpedo this big around, I know it weighed at least 800 pounds. What do you think? Slammed at least 30 feet into it, straight up and down. And we thought, you know, it looked like the cartoon and it never stops, floor after floor after floor. And I figured it went all the way to the ceiling. I figured it broke the floor, and it didn't even go through the roof. I don't know what it did to the roof, but I bet it didn't do anything but turn that freaking piece of wood into toothpicks. So, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful to you guys. I hope y'all don't mean any rude disrespect towards me. I am a lady, and to disregard anything you've ever heard about me from your father or from Bonnie. I love my grandmother, and she loved me. And my daughter and I deserve better than this. We deserve better than a brand. And you know what? I will be so surprised if they give you a permit to build me a house.
The permit's already done, Kelly. I told you that yesterday. This old permit turns into the new permit once the house is done. It's already done.
You mean they're going to let you build a house there?
Yeah.
After you got to build, you got to put tons of dirt there and make it on a hill or something? And is there any way when y'all are done that I might be able to come across a couple of stones or those bricks on that back wall? I really, really love that wall.
That's why we come back here and talk to you.
You're going to work around that chimney.
You're going to work around the
Bet you can.
You see, the chimney's not really, the window, the bathroom window, and I showed it to him. He saw what I really am concerned with, and it's that block and brick bathroom that's going to really butt heads with y'all. And I really hope that y'all give up and it gets dark and y'all are like, this damn thing ain't wanting to come down. And I do believe in miracles, and I am a Christian, and I do have faith. I am just sitting here waiting for something good to happen in my life. And you know what?
Let me tell you, stop right there for a moment, okay? This new house is going to be a new start in your life for you, okay? Look at it that way.
My life,
this is going to be a new start for you.
I have lost every bit of my family. I have lost almost all of I have lost all my belongings, my pet. I have absolutely lost the last couple of years. My little girl might need me. She's 13 years old, and if you didn't probably meet her, you weren't here yesterday. Were you? She is absolutely grown because this flood, it aged us all a whole lot, and she grew up, and it was every man for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Just look at this as the start of your new life. You know, we're here to help you.
It's the start of being broke because Bonnie informed me that it's probably going to take all of my money to do this, which the partial demolition, rewiring, and replumbing the house that was there would have taken at the most $60,000. And she's talking about spending $150,000. And she did say that it would probably leave me broke before I was even old. And my daughter is supposed to have a large inheritance. You know, I'm just saying, this is my money. I should have some say in it. And I don't have any say in it, where I'm the one that wants to be frugal here. And I think that frugal was my grandmother's angle. I really just wish that...
I promise you this, honey. What you're going to save on energy bills in the new house compared to what this costs to heat and cool?
I didn't heat it or cool it. It stayed cool in the summertime for the most part because the stone was always so cool. And in the summertime... in the wintertime, I had a space heater because that big dinosaur in the attic quit working a while back. But it cooled a school for about 20 years before it sat in my attic and cooled my house for 20. So, it did its job, I guess. I don't know. I hate that we ever put that addition on there. For 20 years, I said, that's ugly. And for 10 years, I said, if I had my way about things, I would take the addition off my grandfather's house. It's dragging the house down. I can see where there's stress fractures in his stonework. It just looks stupid. It's too big. I can't stand the back of the house. I really wish we could just take this house back down to its original structure. And you know what? The flood came not long after that, and it just makes me sick that I'm not in charge of my own heritage here. I really appreciate you guys, though, and I'm definitely glad that y'all came back here to talk to me. And those Mexicans yesterday were as disrespectful and just about, I'm talking about, good God have mercy on my soul. I have not been around anything but tree surgeons and tree dogs for the last 15 years of my life at least. I'm going to tell you right now, if any of them had come up on that scene yesterday, there wasn't a single bit of safety equipment, safety cones, safety signs. There was nothing that I know there's supposed to be going on when there's a tree coming down, going on and on. I mean, they were absolutely, they were acting a fool about the whole thing. And really, I think that you ought to have a little respect when there's something as old as that tree was, something as perfect and beautiful. And you know what? I'm just glad that it's over, because that was terrible. It was bad. And I just wish that there would, I don't know where you got them boys, but there was only a couple of them that's worth a damn. And I don't know who it is that drives the green truck, but if he has got so much as the least little bit of anything to say to me again today, he better have his paperwork in order.
What did he say to you?
Yeah, you crying? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm crying. You laughing about it? You better get your papers straight. He's like, oh, sorry, Mamacita. I'm sorry, Mamacita. And I was like, who? Mama who?
I was there when you talking.
No, you weren't here at all this morning. When he said that to me this morning, you weren't here.
You said it was yesterday.
No, yesterday he was cool, but this morning he was rude as hell. I said this morning,
wait a minute.
When he pulled up.
Listen to you speak all morning now. You can listen to me speak.
Hey, now look, don't just get bossy and stand over me like I don't have a place in this world here.
My workers.
I didn't threaten anybody, but I will tell you one thing. He disrespected me, and you ought to be concerned about that first.
I was there when he talked to you yesterday, and that's what you said this happened.
No, well then I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. I would never threaten your people. I told him,
he has his papers in order.
You know what? He hasn't single one time looked at me and laughed. He has not poked any fun at me since. And you know what? Me and him are square. Me and you are square too. You ain't got to defend that man. He's a grown man, and he also. Hey, you know what? You'll defend me then. You'll defend me the next time you see him laughing at my face and my pain.
I will defend you.
Now, you know what? Dude, yesterday, the whole scene, because you know what?
You told me you weren't even going to be here today. I talked to you yesterday.
You know what?
Because I said, I'll see you tomorrow.
You told me I would maybe get the chance to chisel up a stone or something, maybe, and I am waiting for that opportunity, and I'm not in your way.
We'll make sure you get a stone, whatever you want.
I would like a few of those bricks around that bathroom window, and don't you get all angry at me. I'm a good girl, and I deserve to be treated like one. You have absolutely treated me with whatever you were supposed to treat the person in no control. You haven't considered anything I've said to be worth any credit at all. I apologize that it is without our own right to meet each other. And you knew more about me than most people will ever know about somebody before you ever met me, because I'm sure that, you know, down at headquarters, I'm a nobody and pretty much in control of nothing, and whatever it is I don't want done doesn't matter, so I have no control, and it's alright. I'm sitting back here not trying to control anything. And you know what? Threatening your workers, it wasn't even about threatening your workers, it was about trying to get him to stop laughing in my face and teasing me. And you know what?
About letting us know that you think that you're going to be in control.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm not worried the least bit about any of them people up there. Just like they're not worried about me. I'm back here grieving my childhood home. Don't be cruel. I will definitely, most definitely not even need a place to live. If you don't want to see me here, don't pay me any mind. I'm not in your way, am I? Am I in your way? If I'm in your way, I will get the hell out of it, but I'm not going any other way than the way I want to go, and I will be out of your way. If you want me to get out of your way, I will get out of your way, but don't sit back here and stand over me like you're some authority figure over me. You're getting paid to do this job by money that was left to me and my daughter by my grandmother, and there's absolutely no reason for this treatment. I was back here minding my own damn business, dude.
When we get the brick and the stone in there, we'll get you.
What's your name?
Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Kenny's good people too. He's a really good guy, and Manuel, he's really a good guy, and you're a good guy too, Stephen, until you get all huffy and puffy, because I don't even know what you're pissed off about. I have the right to say anything to anybody in this world, anybody that I want to. I'm not going to endanger myself or them. I don't want anyone to lose their plans this evening, especially me. That man didn't mean a single thing to me, except I just didn't like the way he treated me yesterday, and this morning he pulled up with the same excited attitude about knocking my shit down in front of me.
All he's doing is cutting up the logs, and he was very nice to you yesterday when he spoke to you.
He was. I recognize sarcasm faster than you do, then apparently, because he was very nice, but he ain't done nothing but hoot and holler since he got here. I hadn't said anything about it. He's not in my face laughing at my tears. But every time something falls, he gets excited, and that's cool. That's why he's in the tree business, I'm guessing, you know. I don't know what you want me to say, dude, but I apologize to you for disrespecting your worker. But I would never in a million years not take up for myself in my own front yard. And I did that.
We'll talk to him and see this.
No, don't say nothing to him. Me and him are square, like I said.
Okay.
Those guys, they are working their butt off up there. I can't even get anybody to come help me move my swing. I have not got any family. If I had any family, I mean, this would have been fixed within weeks of the flood.
Where are you going to take the swing to?
I can either push it to the side over there. Billy said we could work tomorrow. I can take it across the street to David's house. We can roll it over into the woods off of my property probably, but I'm not trying to lose that swing. I really want it's a picnic swing or a patio swing or whatever.
Over here in the back?
I mean, if it's not in y'all's way, but I don't want y'all to do anything out of what y'all are already doing is already more than y'all. I mean, y'all need to be thinking about one thing. That's it. I couldn't figure out why the boat got brought up there, because the boat wasn't in the way either. I made sure it was far enough away from the house to where it shouldn't have even been in the way. I know. I'm so glad that nobody messed with this. This thing was, I watched them put it in the ground. The post that you see there, they put it in the ground with an auger, and there's twice the amount of post in the ground than what you can see over there. This thing has been here forever, and it is pretty good and solid. So, anyway, what y'all were told to just tear it all down and whatever, and I'm glad that I'm going to have a home to go home to, because I really am homesick. I've never been anywhere but my house. I've never had to be anywhere but at home, except when I went to jail and my grandmother died without me, and I promise that is something I am forever punished for. But other than that, I've never lived anywhere but at home, and I have left in the middle of the night someone's warm house this year. Can't sleep, can't stop tossing, can't stop turning, heartburn, headache, crying, just severely misplaced. And I will leave and come home and sleep in my truck in the driveway, and I've never slept better. I don't know if anybody knows what it's like to be that homesick, but I'm so glad that you're going to put me a place to live there, because I'm ready to go home.
You're going to have a nice place to live, and you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be starting a new life.
I don't know what in the hell happened to the last year and why I couldn't have had a little assistance from Miss Bonnie this past year, but I have absolutely no reason to believe that she cares one bit about me and my new home. She cares about making 15 to 25% of every penny of mine that she touches, I'm guessing, or she wouldn't be trying to spend all this much.
Well, listen, we got to run, okay?
Hey, I appreciate y'all coming back here to talk to me. I am sorry that it got me all upset, and I'm sorry that the man shut his mouth and just went about respecting me, and he did. And he has no right to disrespect me anyway. I take it he wasn't too bothered by it. He's still up there working. I would assume that nobody's papers are is not in order.
You're all in order.
I would assume so, but I'm definitely not going to be talked to like I'm his silly old lady at the house, because I'm not. I'm actually a very endeared member of this community, believe it or not. And they all want to see me in a new house. They want to see me leave this one be, and that's what I'm doing.
The way the light was hitting, it looked like a piece of glass in the water. I thought a piece of glass was up there.
Oh, the river did? Have you ever walked onto the dock and looked at it? I grew up on this thing. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you, Stephen. The bricks around the bathroom window, especially those, if I could just, I mean, there's like 20 bricks around the bathroom window. We could probably get in there with a sledgehammer and knock a couple of them loose or whatever. But anything stone on that house that y'all can salvage, I will pick it up by myself and move it out of y'all's way. I got money in my pocket to pay anybody that wants to help me. I just really...
Most likely the ones that are going to be savable is going to be the floor.
Well, I mean, those bricks around that bathroom window, I can't even imagine why. I'm almost going to say that the whole wall, if you get it to go down, will all go down in one piece if, you know, if it goes down easy.
Drag it out, pull it out, and it's broken up.
Hey,
in the floor, the most likely things, because they're not going to be
with the bottom not falling like that, y'all aren't concerned with, I mean, I guess he's got plenty of protection on top of him, but that roof is going to be heavy when it does fall over, and that the bottom floor ain't going nowhere right now. I mean, it's going to have to be completely, I'm talking about, you're going to have to...
That's right, the floor is going to be one of the last...
Is that part of the bulldozer that's falling off?
No, that's a wall or a roof panel.
Oh, okay. It looks just like the damn bulldozer, don't it?
Yellow,
Yep. All right. Thank you, y'all. Go ahead. Thank you. Don't let them. I'm not trying to keep y'all. I appreciate it.
The floor and that chimney are the most likely ones that we fairly...
Thank you so much. Anything, man. I will never let you regret it. Thank you so very much.
We'll be back, man.
Thank you, Bill.